the link in the group.
Thank you, Mataji. How many students are joining these days, Mataji?
Mataji, 8 to 10.
Is Mataji?
8 to 10, Mataji. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear
Yeah,
you.
8 to 10.
Okay.
See, it is that lot.
What happened to your eye, Balunanda?
Mataji, she have to put that patch, right, Mataji, every day.
Mataji, she have to put that patch, right? Your voice is echoing. Oh, she has to put it every day? Oh, because of the surgery she had?
Yeah, because of the cross eye, because of the surgery, she needs to put, she needs to do that until she's 9. After 9, if still her eyes are going cross, maybe we need to do one more eye
I thought to
surgery.
be 9. There's 3 more months.
So
Wow.
she have to get improved by 9. Otherwise, we have to go for one
I
more
don't want to
surgery.
do another surgery.
Yeah, you'll be fine, right? You have 3 more months.
2 hours, but my mom is saying 3 hours. That's not fair.
No, she's saying 3 months. You're saying 3 months, no? So after
No,
3 months, you'll be fine. Don't worry, okay?
2 years old. So she had surgery also in between, and then she's continuing the eye patching. So doctor told she have to put 2 hours. Sometimes I'll put her 3 because some days she forgets and sometimes she removes it early. So I ask her to put 3 because it's only 3 more months for us in our hands. If these 3 months she work hard and she puts the patch, and then she don't have to go for the surgery. So that's
Exactly. It's just for 3 months, right?
Mataji, I did not give you co-host, and I think we can start, Mataji. Kids will be starting joining.
Who's that new person? The Sunday teacher? Oh.
Right, Hare Krishna, kids.
I'm excited for the moral story. It's gonna be fun.
You know all the moral stories.
Moral stories like give you lessons, and it's pretty funny. You know how? Because some more stories are funny, like Dina Bantu, like that kind of stories are pretty funny. So.
All right, so let's do that, okay? All right, kids, welcome to today's Damodar class. Let's get started with Shri Guru Pranam Mantra. It's on your screen. We're going to do that together and followed by Hare Krishna Mahamantra 11 times, right? So we're going to do that together. Whoever has joined, do it with me. Okay. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam. I don't hear anybody, kids. Balavranda?
Yeah, Mataji.
At least you should do it, right? Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnava Yupam Sagracham Raghunathanvitam Satyam Sadvaitam Savadam Harijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Shri Radha Krishna Sahagana Lalita
जिम्नास्टिक जानना तो रोटी खानी पड़ेगी
Nama Om
Krishna Padaya Krishna Pushpaya
Bhutale
Shrimate Bhakti
Bhakti Namaste Saraswati
Saraswati Devi
Gaurvani Pracharya Shesha Navadi Bhasha Tirishita Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya
Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaurabhakta
Hare
Hare
Krishna
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 Krishna Hare Hare
Ram
Rama Hare Hare
Krishna
could we take turns?
Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna I cannot hear anybody.
Wait,
Krishna
well, how many times are we doing it?
11 times.
Oh, Hare Krishna
Krishna Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna
Hare Rama
Krishna Hare 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 Rama All right, kids, that was nice. Whoever was chanting. All right, you know the drill. Every single time on Thursday, we do a moral story. So we're going to read this story and everybody's going to pay attention. And why? Because at the end of the story, we're going to discuss our realizations from this class, okay? We would talk about what we understood or what our realization is or what is the learning, from this particular moral story. So pay attention so that we can have a good conversation or discussion on that towards the end. All right, so let's start. So today's story is about what did the bear whisper? Well, that's so slightly weird title of the story because that's not the crux of the story, but okay, let's start from here. So what did the bear whisper? So one day, Ramu had to leave for another village. So Ramu was a boy who lives in a village. So he had some work in the other village, so he had to go. But his mom was a little skeptical because, when he had to go to another village, there is a forest in between. So mom was worried that if he would go to the other village, he has to pass through the forest, and there could be anything in the forest, right? The animals or any kind of threats could exist in forest. So he said, it is better that you don't go alone and take your friend with you so that you have some company, and it's better that two people are there instead of you being alone. So Ramu's best friend was Shamu. Shamu readily agreed to go with Ramu, and they left for the next village because they were good friends. So he agreed that he will accompany him. Then they crossed the border of their own village and they crossed many other fields and they kept walking until they could reach the next village where they had to. Finally, when they were still walking, they reached the forest, which is in between those two villages. Together, they were chatting and walking leisurely because, you know, when you're alone, you're kind of bored. And even though it could be just a couple of hours walk or anything or drive or anything, you're bored, right? But when you have company, the time just flies by. So they both were actually having a good time walking together and chatting. Suddenly, Shamu was startled. As some wild animal appeared, he ran and climbed a nearby tree. So he got really scared. He would have seen something, got scared, and he immediately jumped on a tree. Well, Ramu didn't know what's going on because Shamu was scared and he just, he just climbed the tree, but he didn't tell anything to Ramu. So Ramu started thinking, why did Shamu run away in this way? What exactly happened? And he just didn't know what's going on. That very moment, Ramu saw a huge bear standing in some distance. So really, by the time he could collect his thoughts and he could realize why Shamu did what he did, he just saw a bear and he know why Shamu ran away. But he started thinking in his mind that Shamu ran for his life because of this bear, but he should have alerted me too, right? Now I don't know what to do. I could have saved myself, or I could have escaped, or I could have, rushed to another tree or whatever. I could have done something. But now I don't know what to do because the bear is right in front of me. So he's really worried. He had no time left even to escape. So the only thing he could think of is to lie flat on the ground and stop breathing. So, just pretend that he's dead. That's the only thing he could think of. In a few moments, the bear came very close to Ramu and he circumambulated Ramu. He smelled his body and it's a human body, right? So bear started thinking, oh, I will have a nice feast today because see, I don't have to hunt or I don't have to do anything. There's a human right in front of me. I can just simply eat him and have a nice meal. Then he came closer and brought his nose very close to Ramu's ears and Ramu stopped breathing and acted as if he's dead. So when Ramu was acting like that and bear was getting very close to him to smell him, the bear realized that Ramu is dead. So bear is thinking, if he's dead, it's a dead human and I only eat live humans. So the dead humans are not my taste. I cannot eat something which is already dead. So thinking Ramu is dead, the bear walked away. Because he did not want to eat a dead animal. He's saying it is not my taste. That's what he's thinking in his mind. And Ramu at the same time wanted to make sure that the bear is gone to a distance that he could move from his position, right? He wanted to make sure that bear is not going to come back. So he was hearing the crumbling of dried leaves as bear was walking away, or he was walking over those leaves. And the sound became lesser and lesser, and finally it stopped entirely. So when it stopped entirely, Ramu was 100% sure that bear is nowhere close, that he could even hear him. And Ramu very cautiously opened his eyes just to double check. Okay, I don't hear anything, but let me still check if he's still around, right? Or hiding somewhere, anything of that sort. He opened his eyes. He just didn't see the bear around him. And he gradually rose and stood peacefully. So yeah, he can see that the bear is very, very far right now and there's no way he would come back or he could even hear him. Okay, when the bear was gone, then Shamu actually got down off the tree. Now Shamu knows that he is safe and the bear cannot do anything. So he got down off the tree and he immediately rushed to Ramu and he asked him, hey Ramu, what did the bear whisper in your ears? Please tell me. He was very curious, right? Because from a distance, he doesn't know what's going on between Ramu and bear. He did see bear coming very close to Ramu, very close to his ear, Ramu's ear. So he is thinking that bear was saying something to Ramu and he was very curious and he wanted to know. So Ramu started telling him that bear told me those who do not help during bad times one should not make friends with such people, right? Friendship with such people. So Ramu had that thought in his mind that, Shamu at least should have told him, because they were together. He could have told him, and Ramu could have saved himself. I mean, he saved himself now as well, but yeah, he would have been better prepared for the situation. But Shamu didn't do it. So Ramu, as a friend, didn't like, because friends should be there for you in not just in your good times, but also in your bad times, right? So that is why Ramu said all these things to him. All right, this is where we end the story. And the moral says that, very simple, everybody knows, friend in need is a friend indeed. All right, kids, now I'm going to open this forum for all of you just to hear, what are your thoughts? What do you think? What did you learn from today's story? Or is there anything that you do not agree with the story? Let's hear that out. All right, Balamranda, let's start with you.
Okay. Hare Krishna Mataji. What I wanted to say is that you should don't tell other people if there's somebody beside you and you saw them and they're right near the problem. Why don't you say that? Could you come here? There's a problem. There's like what if, for instance, there was like a tiger about to eat you, and there is right coming, and the person just like, oh, let it go, let them die, and I'll just go up the tree. But then if they're saying that come with me, otherwise you get eaten. So then you should be like that. You shouldn't just save yourself. You have to help other people too if they're right beside you. Maybe if they're in a distance and they can't hear you, maybe then that's okay, or maybe you can run up to them and help them.
Absolutely. That is very true. Thank you, Balavrinda, for sharing your thoughts. Very well said. Anybody else is interested in sharing thoughts on today's story before we move on?
Mataji, can I say?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
So
Girdhari?
Mataji, I think that the moral of the story for me is like, you shouldn't lie to your friends even though they were really curious about you and were scared about you, and like you shouldn't lie, because at the end, Ramu, he lied to Shamu, even though he was curious of what was actually going on.
Yeah, that's a good thing to say. Absolutely. I like that. Thank you, Girdhari. That was nice.
Mataji, can I say?
Yeah,
That
sure,
was
go
my
ahead.
sister. Hare Krishna Mataji. So, like your Mataji, your idea is friend is in need is friend indeed. So that rhymes with my sister's point. But so another thing I wanted to say is when Mataji, when a friend needs help, you have to help the friend because it's your friend, not no one else's friend. But if you be a good friend, then surely they will respond to a day when you have a problem, and then they will help you. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Girdhari. Oh, that was nice. Good thoughts. I really like when you think out of the box and think something differently than what we have on the slide. So thank you, both of you. Madhav, do you want to go next?
We should always help the friends when they're in need from wild animals.
Yeah, save them from wild animals too, right?
Yeah.
Thank you, Madhav. Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Anybody else wants to talk before we move on? All right. If not, let's move on. So yes, I definitely liked all the findings that you had from today's story. Definitely. One thing is friend in need is a
Is
friend in
there an
need.
activity?
Yes. We'll come to
Favorite
activity also. Yes. That's what we do on Thursday, right? So So yeah, definitely, as I was saying, a friend in need is a friend indeed, right? So friend should be there for you, not just in your good times, but also in your bad times. And that is where, a true friendship comes into picture, because they have to be, not just good times, basically. I really like a perspective also that you put together, is that even if the friend didn't do good, I mean, you can be really fair with him, or just be very clear about what you did not like, so that maybe give him a chance to even improve, right? So that's not a bad thing to do either. So very good, kids. I really like your thoughts. All right, now is the time to learn these beautiful shlokas, Vasudev Sutam Devam, from Anjana Gopika Mataji. So Hare Krishna Mataji, over to you.
Hare Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Okay, you all can repeat after me, okay? Kutilalaka samyuktam
Kudilalaka samyuktam
Purnachandra nivananam
Purnachandra nivananam
Vilasat kundalam dharam
Vilasatundalam
Nam Vande Jagat Guru
Krishna
Kutilalaka samyuktam
Kudilalaka samyuktam
Purnachandra nivananam
Purnachandra nivananam
Ulibananam.
Vilasat kundalam dharam
Vilasat kundalam dharam.
Vande Jagat Guru.
Krishnam Vande Jagadguru.
Okay, you all can raise the hand. Only 3 sloka. You all can do from the beginning, okay? You raise the hand. Yes, Balavrinda, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Kutilalaka
You can do from
samyuktam
beginning.
Oh, okay. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsacharur Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsacharur Mardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Atasi Pushpa Sankasham Harani Purashobhitam Ratna Kankara Keyuram Krishnam Vande Jagadguru Kudilalaka samyukta Purnachandra nivananam Vilasat kundaladharam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Thank you, Mataji.
Next is Madhav, go ahead. Madhav, go ahead.
Vasudevam Sutam Devam Kansachalunamardhanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishna Vande Jagadgurum
Atasi Pushpa Sankasham
Atasi Pushpa Sankasham
Haranupura Shobhitam
Halanukura Sopitam
Ratna Kankane Keyuram
Ratna Kankare Keyulam
Krishnam Vande Jagat
Krishna Vande Jagadgurum
Kutilalaka Samyuktam
Kotilalaka Samyuktam
Purnachandra
Purnachandra
Nibananam
Nibananam Avilasat Kundaladhadam Krishna Vande Jagadgurum. Thank you, Mataji.
Giridhari, Subhadra, can you go together?
Yes, Mataji. Vasudeva Sudam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Vande Jagadgurum Adashi Pushpa Shankasham Haranarupara Shobhitam Ranna Kankana Keruram Krishnam Vande Jagadgurum Kutilalaka samyuktam Purna Chandra Nibamnanam Vilashal Kundala Dharam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Hare Krishna
Any-
Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Anybody want to try? Zanvi, want to try? Go ahead. You want to say? You want to say? The one. Vasudeva Sutam Deva. You want to say the sloka or not? Yeah. Come.
Why don't you ask me what I had? Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsacharvaramardam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru
Vasati Pushpa.
Atasi Puspa Samsasam Haranasa
Haranapura.
Pura Sobitam Ratna Kankara Krishnam Vande Jagadguru
Laka.
Utilakasam Yuktam Purna Chandani Parana Vilasat Kunjalaram Krishna Vande Jagadguru.
Thank you so much, everyone. Anybody else? I think everyone got the chance. Yes. Adaji, please take over, Mataji.
Yeah, thank you, Mataji. All right, kids. All right, now's the time to do Devanagari, which is our activity for Thursdays. All right, so kids, yeah, let's do a real quick recap of few of the letters. So we'll just pick this last slide. We don't have to go all the way back because we don't have too many students. Let's start with Shubhadra and Girdhari. Do you want to do letter Sh and Sa?
Yes, Mataji.
Go
Sha
ahead.
sha shi shi shu 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 she shai sho shao sham sha. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you.
Sa sa si si su su sru se sai so sao samsa.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Very nice. Thank you, Girdhari and Shubhadra. Livan, is that you? Yeah, see. Okay, Livan, go ahead. Letter H.
Ha ha he hu ru he hi ho ho hum ha. Thank you.
Very nice. Thank you, Livan. Madhav, letter Ksha.
Shaksha saksha
Shikshi,
shikshi shikshu shuk
Shru,
shru
Shreshai,
sheshna
Shoshau,
shosho
Sham,
sam
Shaha.
shaha.
Very nice. Very nice, Madhav. Thank you. All right, kids, you did really well. So today we are starting with a new letter, Ksha, right? We have read many letters, or we have seen very many letters similar to Ksha, Sa, Sha, Sha, many Shas. This is Ksha. So it's not just Sa, it is a Ksha, that kind of a word, Ksha. That's how we speak this word. All right, so 4 combinations for today, right in front of you. First one is the basic letter, Ch. In English, you can write that as K-S-H-A, right? One of the word you can make with that is Kshan. Kshan is nothing but the moment. So, you can say at this moment, I was doing this and things like that. Another word that I remember right now, which you can make with Ch, is Kshama. Kshama is forgiveness, right? So these are the couple of words that I could think of at this point. Yeah, if you know more, really, if you know more, let me know and let everybody know,
Mataji?
that everybody can learn. Yeah.
Is this like kind of like Hindi or is it Sanskrit?
So, the letters are pretty much similar that you use in Hindi and Sanskrit, right? The words that you make are slightly different. Not 100% different. There's a little bit of deviation. So, most of the languages are driven from Sanskrit only, right? So you would see the influence of Sanskrit in everything.
So basically, Hindi, the alphabet, like letter, are the same as Sanskrit, but if it's usage of words, then it's different.
Exactly. So for example, one of the letter that we always use in Devanagari is if you would have seen oh yeah, I can go back to the earlier slide actually.
Oh,
Yeah,
Devanagari.
so do you see these last letters in everything?
Mhm.
A her kind of letter, right? Saha,
Mhm.
haha, kshaha. This is what you never use in Hindi. There is no word which would use this, but this is used a lot in Sanskrit. So of course, there is a difference in the way you use these letters, but talking about this, the letters in general, they are same, I would say. I can't remember any difference. I definitely do not remember any difference.
Okay.
Their
That's
usage is
Mataji.
different.
I
Sure.
understand.
Perfect. All right. The second letter for today is ksha with a matra is ksha, pretty much similar to ksha. You just add another a. So Kshaa. Well, I just couldn't think of any word with this, so I couldn't find any word with this. But if you do, let's share with everyone. The third one for today is ksha with I matra is kshi. You write in English, you can write that as Kshi. One of the word you can make with that is kshitij. Kshitij is nothing but the horizon. So you can pretty much use that for horizon. The last one for today is ksha with E matra is kshi. In English, you can write that as Kshee. One of the word you can make with that is kshin. This is again very versatile word, can be used in many ways. So a couple of examples is thin or tiny. So you can use this word kshin for even thin or tiny, for both actually. So that's why I've mentioned it here. Another one for kshin, when you use it for tiny, could be sukshma, that you make with the letter sa. So we have read sa in the past, this sa, right? So you use this and you use this sa with matra and you write sukshma. So sukshma and kshin are pretty much
Are you
not.
doing it on the whiteboard?
I will go to the whiteboard. So chin and sukshma are actually kind of synonym when you use it for tiny, right? That's what I was trying to say. Oops. All right, kids, let's switch to whiteboard quickly. We're going to draw these letters. All right, let's start. So I always start with this. Everything starts with the horizontal and a vertical line. It just depends the length of those lines. But okay, I have my lines here for, gosh, I'm forgetting myself. All right. So you get this letter down, vertical line down. And then this is how it goes, okay? Pay attention. Take the line here and you draw a circle right here, right? And you get this line here and you draw another circle. So pretty much 8 kind of oh God, this is horrible how I've written. Let's go try it again. All right. So 8 is the shape you're making with this. So draw this line and then make your 8 shape right here, like this, like this and this. Pretty close. All right, this is what you do. So in this 8 shape, the first circle is complete circle. The other one is almost a semicircle, and then this line. So this is your letter ksha. Now let's make ksha. So for ksha, again, horizontal and a vertical line. We start with a line here, and then we're gonna make our shape of 8 right here. And that's it. For ksha is gonna be another vertical line parallel to the previous vertical line. Now, third one is ksha with I matra. So let's write our letter ksha first. So here. And then for letter, again, I'm going to do the exact same thing. And this. For I matra, you know, there is a vertical line before the letter. So we're going to make the letter a vertical line here and join both the vertical lines with the C kind of a shape on the top. Now, the last one is going to be ksha with I matra is going to be opposite to this, right? So Opposite in the sense the matra is going to be opposite to kshi. Let's make our ksha letter first. So this is a ksha letter. All right. For E matra, another vertical line, and this vertical line is going to be after the letter. We're going to join both the vertical lines with C shape on the top. So 4 letters for today, kids. Ksha, ksha, chi, and chi. I am ready for you all if you're ready.
Mataji, I'm ready. Could I show mine?
Yeah, Shubhadra and Girdhari are showing, so let me finish. Let me start with them actually. Then I'll come to you, Balavinda. All right, yes. Shubhadra, let me take a look, Shubhadra, Girdhari. Wow, beautiful letters. Really, you've written it better than me. Very well done. Yes, Balavinda. Bring it a little closer, Balavinda. Oh, wonderful. Really beautiful letters. Just fix the last letter, but rest of the letters look very beautiful.
Yeah, Mataji, I'll try fixing it with
Just make the right curve instead of taking it longer to the bottom. Just everybody, just try with 8 shape. I think you'll be perfect. And here is the PPT if you want to see that.
Mataji. I'll send mine in the group.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Balwanda, you've anyways done everything perfect, so don't worry. All right, kids. Everybody's done. I will send this slide on the WhatsApp group as well if you are not done, if you want to take a look and finish it later. Okay. But for now, let's wrap up our today's class with Shri Vaishnav Pranam Mantra. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam
Pavanebhya Vaishnavya Namo Namah.
Koti Vaishnav Rand ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. All right, kids, thank you for joining today's class, and I'll see you in the next class. Until then, keep learning. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, kids.
Hare Krishna, Vidi.